Hello, hello. I hope this is working. Hey guys, who are rewatching this video because there's like no viewers at the moment. I'm going live. I am deciding to go live once a week on a Thursday at 11 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be a weekly thing, and I'm hoping you get excited for that because I really love live streams. Particularly when there's lots of questions and people just chatting, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy just connecting with you guys in sort of real time, because often I'm just replying to your comments and I feel like I'm being a little bit ingenuine when I'm doing that. But I really hope that by doing like live streams like this, we can connect weekly and get to know each other a bit more. So I'm really excited, and of course, if you have any questions, please leave those below in the chat, or if you are watching this in real, like not in real time, if you're watching this later on, comment down below in the comment section and I can answer your questions. Let me know if this is a good time as well, because I know that we're from like across the world and can be different times in different places. So what time is it where you guys are? Because I feel like 11 o'clock, I did this a couple weeks ago, 11 o'clock, and it suited a lot of people, but then there was a lot of people that missed out on the live later on. So let me know when is a good time. Oh, hi, Ella, and is it Athron? I would love to know if I just said that well. Ohio, nice. What time is it there? I'm just going to take a photo and put us on Instagram. So say hi to Instagram. I'm going to do a boomerang, I think. Oh. So, I just posted that. Okay. I'm saying it right. Awesome. How are you, Ella and Athron? How are you going? And what time is it where you guys are? Because, yeah, as I don't know if you guys heard me just then, but I was saying that I really want to do this weekly because I think that it would be beneficial to me as well to get feedback from you guys and talk to you guys, because that's like my favorite part of what I do, and getting support from one another and having a conversation. In the past, I've tried like Zoom chats, but it's never worked out because everyone can't get on at the same time. So I thought live streams are cool because you can talk to each other in the comments, in the sort of chat box, as well as talk to me, I guess. I'm nothing special. I just want to connect everyone together and be more of a community rather than just me uploading videos and you guys are watching. Oh, hi, Brie. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I'm just burping. I'm scared that my son has autism. Should I worry a lot? Please don't be scared. I get this question almost every day from different people, especially mums of children who are fairly young. How old is your child? Because it's a very big thing for me to say to you, don't worry, because obviously you are going to worry, and I worried at that point. I just think that me having hindsight, it's, autism isn't the end. It's not it's not. Gotta watch what I say because I'm live. Sorry. It's not funny. I'm trying to word it in a way that's going to be helpful. You know your child best. And if you think that, there's something that you're hesitating on, or there's just some behaviors that you think are atypical, I would definitely recommend that you go see a doctor, GP first, and get a referral if you truly think that they have autism. It's so easy for you to watch one of my videos and be like, oh, my child does that, my child does that. It's really, in essence, all of those things to put together, and repetitively and constantly, Jacob did all of those things. And a lot of people would comment on my videos saying, oh, my child does that one sign and they must have autism. No. So please don't worry too much unless you have reasonable, you guys help me out here. If you have any advice, please comment in the chat. I feel like I'm rambling. Yeah, the best person to go to is a doctor. I am no expert, so a lot of people are like, oh, my child has this, this, and this. Does my child have autism? And I'm like, I'm not an expert. I don't know. Okay. Breathe. Hi, Michelle. He's 17 months old. Okay. So the first month that we went to go see a pediatrician was 18 months for Jacob. He was 18 months old. And I believe 18 months old is the youngest that they can do an autism assessment. So I can't give you any advice. All I can say is I'm here if you have any questions. And if you have any hesitations or worries, please go to your GP. Jess, have you heard of agenes of the corpus callosum? No. Please let me know what that is. Is it like Latin? I feel like it's Latin. Agree, we are waiting for the test soon. I don't understand all the levels of autism. Okay, so from my understanding, the levels of autism, level 1 is requiring support. Level 2 is requiring substantial support. Oh my gosh. Here I am going to do a Google search. I know this. Why am I spacing on this? Okay, so with regards to the levels of autism, I don't like to talk about them in regards to low functioning, high functioning. Those words are out if you don't know about that. I mean, obviously use which words that you would just you yourself are comfortable with, but a lot of autistic people are not happy with being referred to as high functioning or low functioning, because if someone is high functioning, then someone, it's kind of saying, oh, you've got it easy, it's a mild, you're not affected too much, and those people think that they are, and they can get affected a lot by their autism. So we talk about it in regards to their level of support needs. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm spacing on this. Okay, level 1 is requiring support. Level 2 is requiring substantial support. And level 3 is requiring very substantial support. I had it right. I just didn't know the last one. So yeah, Jacob is level 3 and he requires a very substantial support. I think when kids are diagnosed younger, a lot of them are towards the higher support needs end of the spectrum. Their level can always change, and I think it's a good thing. Sounds really bad, but I think it's a good thing to be sort of given a higher level, because then you get more support for your kids and that helps them. This is a burn, by the way. A lot of people think it's makeup. I don't wear makeup very often, so it's a burn. I need to read the chat. I agree, they shouldn't be any levels like labels. Yes. Have you heard bridge that connects the two halves of your brain together? I have this. That's interesting. I agree. How would I know is highest support? So your level of autism is given to you when you get a diagnosis, if that's what you mean. And they'll give you the level of support needs. You guys just heard the toilet flushing. If you didn't, now you know that it happened. Jordan's on. Ouch. What do you mean, Michelle? So, do they give you a diagnosis straight away after test? So no, I believe I have a video on my channel on the like journey that we went on with Jacob. But I believe that there was a, gosh, I don't remember. There was a couple weeks, maybe 4 weeks between his last session with his test or his assessment and when we received his diagnosis and report. So, yeah, you don't get it straight away. Some people will say, you know, I do believe Jacob or whoever is on the spectrum. I just can't tell you that right now. So then they wait till the diagnostic session to give you that. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one and it's a confusing time, and I hope that a lot of my videos can help those who are kind of navigating that journey with their kids. So yeah, I'd love to know what you guys are up to, what your kids are up to today, where they're at, what's their win of the week. Because this morning Jacob said happy birthday and I almost fell to the ground. I actually didn't believe that I heard him say it, because when he said it I was like, so the story is that last night we had birthday cake for my dad and he was like, cake, he loved it, and he wanted more but we didn't give in anymore. And so this morning when he went to the fridge, he opened up the fridge and he was looking up at the cake like he remembered that it was there, and he looked at it, he looked at me, he looked back at the cake and he said happy birthday. And I was like, I looked at him and I said, did you just say that? Did you just say happy birthday? And then what I did was, because I was like, I'm going to film it and see if I'm hearing things. And so I grabbed the cake and I showed it to Jacob, and then he said it again and I got it on film. If you didn't see it, it's on my Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram for those updates, because they're like real-time updates there. But definitely was a bit in shock when he said that, and I was like sending it to everyone like, did you guys just hear what he said? At school planning meeting tomorrow, so I'm getting organized for that. So excited to hear him say that this morning. He's doing so well. Oh, thank you. We have to have a chat soon. You want to say hi?
Yeah, just made my lunch.
They all heard you flush the toilet.
Well, better flushing than not flushing, right? Human nature. I'm gonna go eat my lunch because I don't take a break at work.
He just got back from work. Yeah, you've got a whole shirt. So back to the, yes, Brie, I understand the planning meeting is, are you going to show them your hoodie? It's not an hoodie. Do you guys have any of these? Can't really see it, it's kind of dark. These are the best things ever. I have a pink one, but literally
comfy and warm.
Need it in winter. You guys don't know it's winter here in Australia. So, back to the question. wasn't a question. I know that the NDIS planning meetings can be daunting, but please don't feel that way, because it can feel like, you got to get this report, you got to get that report. What I try to do with the NDIS meetings is, sorry, plan ahead of time. And I know that's really easy for me to say, but a couple months before the planning meeting or before the end of the plan period, I will say to my providers or Jacob's providers, we need a report by this date. And usually the planning meeting goes pretty well. It's so hard for me to say, like, it's not easy, and I think you kind of have to fight for what you need for your child. But please don't be scared of the person. And if they say to you, oh, you're not eligible for that, that's not their place. It's big of me to say that, but it's not their place to say that. And you can ask for any support that you think is reasonable and necessary. That can be therapy, that can be respite, that can be continence products, that can be transport. It's so many different things. And whatever, I think the best way to think of it is if your child was a typical child, what would they not normally need? I don't mean to say normal. What would they typically not need? So, for example, a typical child wouldn't need the therapies for, like, speech therapy and occupational therapy and ABA therapy. A typical child may not need respite because they're able to be independent. A typical child may not need consumables. So, sensory toys, things like that. It's better to think of it in that way. So, I'm trying not to be. I just feel like so much weighs on this meeting. Look, if you go into the meeting and it happens and you get the plans back and it's not what you want, there's an appeals process. Bree, you know what your kids need, and it just comes down to what you feel that they need. And if you're not happy, then you can review. So many times we get told we aren't eligible for it, but we need respite. I'm telling you to ask for it and push for it. And if the person says no, then you say yes. Because it's actually not the person you're talking to whose decision it is. Just so you know. But yeah. How does everyone go with funding schemes, like, in different countries? I'd love to know that. Yeah, Brie, if you need any more advice, let me know. I don't feel like I'm an expert. I just feel like I know a few more things than the average person, I guess. And any help we can give to each other is, what we need. So, moving on from that, I spoke in my last live about. Actually, in my last live, I got my first donation. Did you guys know about those things? I certainly didn't know about, like, what is it called, super chat. And in my YouTube course that I went through, they were like, don't be afraid to tell your followers that about super chat. So what super chat is, that little, like, money sign at the bottom of the chat thing, and you can give a donation, and your profile will be shouted out, and I'll even follow you on your social media, and it'll just be a highlighted comment. Sorry, I keep so it's really exciting to have that, and all the money that goes through the donations goes back into the channel, so it's all supporting the channel. And yeah, so son's at school, pre-primary. How sweet, beautiful. Um, what's pre-primary? I'd love to know. Is that like preschool? Because that's what Jacob's in. Do you think children with autism need children to play with? Yes, I do. I don't think it's like a need. I think just like any other child, they should all interact and they should all, not should, if they want to. I mean, I think that ever since Jacob's been in preschool, his interaction with other kids has improved dramatically. He used to not want to have anything to do with anyone else, and now he's actually sitting down like once a day with a group of kids at preschool and playing with them. Not necessarily with them, but next to them and like with the same toy. So I think that's excellent. I think it's good in any sort to have kids play together. Hi there. I've been watching your videos. We're from Brisbane. Oh, nice. A fellow Aussie. um, that's awesome. Do you have a child with autism, or are you just a general member of the public wanting some more information? I'd love to know. Oh, Michelle, you're from Perth. How did I think that you weren't from Australia? Well, another fellow Aussie. That's awesome. And my computer's frozen. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're from Perth preschool. Ah, cool. I think that your school like starts at pre-K, right? Am I right? I feel like it. Because our preschool is separate to a public, like to primary school. So yeah. Oh, that's awesome that we have lots of Aussies, and then we had someone from Ohio. That's so cool. I feel like in a lot of a sense, like, yes, there are particular things that I can talk about in regards to parenting autism that are sort of dedicated to Australia, but in other aspects, there's so many things that we can relate to other people in other countries with. So, that's so good. He is participating in at least one group session. Yeah. So Jacob has a one-to-one at preschool. Sorry, I'm like moving around. My chair's squeaky. He has a one-to-one at preschool, and that's been the best thing that's ever happened to him because she will guide him into playing with others and also, letting him be on his own if he needs to be, which he does. He can get quite overwhelmed with other kids, but definitely that's one of his goals at preschool is to at least once a day sit down with a group of kids and play with them. And it's usually like 2 or 3 kids, so they don't kind of overwhelm him, but he's doing really well. Oh, hi. King Eldridge Royal. I'm autistic too. I was diagnosed with autism at age 3. Now I'm 29. Nice. Is that your name? I'd love to know. Sorry. Whenever, like, these chat rooms, like last week, I asked everyone what their names are because a lot of usernames are not the person's name. And so, like, when I'm talking to people on YouTube, I remember them because I know their name. Say, for example, I'm looking at your username and I think your name's King and I just remember King, but it's not necessarily their name. So I was talking to them and I didn't know their name. William, nice to meet you, William. If you have anything you want to share to everyone, we would love to have any kind of insight. I think it's important for autistics to share their voice and to let us in on your world. That's a better word for me to say. Do you request that through preschool or is it through the NDIS plan? Charlotte doesn't have that and she's not participating group time. Jacob gets that through his preschool. So there is a funding scheme, I believe. And when he first started at preschool, they accessed that for him. Don't know exactly how it works, but definitely would ask the preschool. That's great, but I guess slowly expose him to other kids would be a great start for him to socialize. Yeah, I think, he's only 4, so as much as a 4-year-old can socialize, he like we go to the park and he will play and not necessarily be with other kids, but he's next to other kids. So like it is exposing him to the world, I guess. Hi Anna, nice to meet you. Or not meet you. I'm not sure if you've spoken before to me. I'm so sorry. I actually was looking at my phone this morning and looking at all my messages on my Instagram, and I was kind of overwhelmed. Um, Number one, overwhelmed with love because I'm so appreciative of this community, but also um, overwhelmed just in general because I feel bad that I can't get back to everyone and respond to everyone, and that's kind of getting a bit upsetting for me because a lot of people are just asking because they're genuinely concerned about their children. So that leads me on to what I was trying to talk about before Jordan walked in. I am moving my Patreon membership over to YouTube. So if you guys didn't know, there is um, there's called a YouTube membership program. So what that entails is, so we have our YouTube channel, and nothing will change about my YouTube channel. It'll always be the same as it ever was. However, down below in the description where there's subscribe button is, there's going to be a join button soon. I haven't opened it up yet. It will be open soon. But you can join our membership, and the membership will reveal community posts that are specific to members. And I'm also, what are the other rewards? I was going to tell you guys what the rewards were. Where did I put my book? I can remember them. So the rewards for that membership program will be early access to vlogs, a follow on social media, a group chat on social media, as well as I'm thinking of doing a group chat on Discord. Also wanting to do customized emojis and badges, and what was the other one? I'm thinking about our podcast, and it's going to be early access to that as well. So we would love and appreciate and be so forever grateful to anyone who would join our membership. We currently have a Patreon, which is a membership program, but I feel like it's better for me to have that membership on YouTube, so it can be all on YouTube, and it's someone doesn't have to click out and go to Patreon every day to check out what's going on there. So yeah, if any of you guys interested in our membership program or have any ideas on how I can make it better, I just wanted to make it more of an intimate community that sort of supports the channel. It will be $5 a month, which is not that much in relation to a lot of things. I believe that our channel has gotten to the point where I would love to put some more things back into it. So we're wanting to Jordan's got the TV really loud. So it's distracting me. Hi Tamara, nice to meet you. So yeah, we are doing that, and obviously that's nothing is going to change about our membership, our channel in general if you don't join. I just think it's a great way that I can give extra and exclusive content, and also you guys will be supporting the channel at the same time, and I do want to do a few more things to make the channel better, and in order to do that we do need a bit more money. So I am not a good person to be asking for money at all. And so this is a better way for me to ask for money, I guess, but also you get something in return. So it's like you're paying for something in like compared to paying just in general. So yeah, are you guys interested? My friends do that too. We have a great community, very supportive. Most of them are from the Philippines. Oh, nice. I am so keen to get a community together. I've just filmed the intro video this morning, so I'm going to be putting that up very soon. And once it's all approved, I will reveal it to you guys here on YouTube. Hi, William. Nice to see and chat with you and everyone and feel connected. Oh, I'm so glad this is like a little community. Like, it's kind of the biggest purpose of me doing what I do. And yeah, I hope it helps you guys out too. Hi, Resna. And is that how you pronounce your name? I'm so sorry if it's not. I'm the worst with names. Do you guys have any other questions or anything? Because I am about to hop off, and I'll let you guys know when we're going to be doing our YouTube memberships, and you can join in if you would like to. And please don't feel pressure to do so. But yeah, I think that I'm going to go now, unless any other questions pop up, because I can't stop speaking and I need a drink. I hope you're all well, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Instagram messages or comments on my videos, I can answer those. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week at the same time, 11 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time on a Thursday. So it was 90% right. Love your videos and your patience. So I didn't say it right. Sounds like Resna. Resna. Reshna? Sorry. All right. I'm going to go now. Thank you all for joining in, and I'll see you guys next week.